Hello and welcome back to Naked Expat channel. Did you know you can actually add thousands of pounds to your UK state pension even after you've moved abroad? A lot of expats don't realise this, but you can still top up your national insurance contributions from abroad, and the return on investment is absolutely massive. I did it myself from here in the Philippines, and in this video I'll show you exactly how I boosted my UK pension step by step, including the real numbers so you can see how much it could pay back over time. Most UK expats get a nasty shock when they check their state pension forecast. When you live or work abroad, you often stop paying national insurance, which leaves gaps in your record. Each missing year can cut your pension by about £300 a year for life. That doesn't sound like much until you realise that you're missing, say, 10 years. That's £3,000 a year less pension every year for as long as you live. So if you live 20 years after retirement, that's 60 grand gone. Luckily, you can often buy those missing years back, and that's exactly what I did. Let's look at my own calculation, because this is where it gets interesting. When I checked my national insurance record, I had a few gaps because I retired early from the UK, so mostly from years after I'd left the UK. But I was able to buy back those years. Each missing year cost me £824.20 under the Class 2 rate for expats. So my total cost was about £5,000. Now, each year I bought back adds roughly £300 a year to my state pension, £302 currently. That equates to about £1,812 extra a year for life. So I'm spending just under £5,000 once to gain about £1,800 every year. That's a complete payback in less than 3 years, and then pure profit for life. Even if you've just lived 10 years after reaching pension age, that's £18,000 back from a £5,000 outlay. If you live 20 years, over 36 grand. There's almost no other investment that gives you that kind of return, guaranteed and backed by the UK government. Here's exactly how to check your own record online. Step 1. Go to gov.uk, check national insurance record. You'll see your government gateway login. If you don't have one, you can create it, even from abroad, as long as you can verify your ID online. The second step, once logged in, scroll down to see each tax year. You'll see green bars for full years and red for years with gaps. The third step, note down the missing years and click View Details for each one. It will tell you exactly how much you need to pay to make that year full. The fourth step is then you go to gov.uk, check state pension to see how topping up those years would affect your forecast. To pay from abroad, you just need to fill out form CF83, which is Application to Pay Voluntary National Insurance Contributions Overseas. You can also, of course, do this in the UK if you're not already an expat yet, but you want to buy back years. You can find this form, simply go on gov.uk and do a search for form CF83. The first part of the form is your personal details and UK national insurance number. Part 2 is your overseas address if you're currently overseas, or your UK address if you're in the UK. And yes, they will accept a Philippines or Thailand address. The third part is tick that you want to pay Class 2 contributions, if you qualify of course, or Class 3 if you don't. Class 2 national insurance is much cheaper. It's currently £3.45 a week versus £17.45 for Class 3. That's the cost in 2025. And the fourth and final part is provide your employment and overseas work details if you are working overseas. Then you simply post that form back to HMRC. Once HMRC replies confirming your eligibility, they'll tell you how much you can pay, for which years, and the payment details. HMRC will give you payment options. From the Philippines, the simplest is either international bank transfer to HMRC, and they'll give your account details in your email correspondence, or via Wise. Always quote your national insurance and reference number so the payment is correctly allocated to your account. Wise, formerly TransferWise or Revolut, can make the payment in GBP, and it's often cheaper and faster than the traditional bank transfer. If you haven't got a Wise account, link in the description. You can also pay by cheque in pounds, but that's much slower and very risky trusting an overseas postal service. Here's something critical you need to know. There was a special window allowing people to top up all the way back to 2006, but that closed on the 5th of April 2025. I was topping up during that window of opportunity. However, I only needed to buy back 6 years anyway, because after I moved abroad, I continued to pay class 2, but I was mopping up and catching up in spaces with my NI record. So in order to get full pension, I did have 6 missing years. But it is important to realise that now, as of 2025, the furthest you can usually go back is to the tax year April 2019 to 2020. That window rolls forward every April. So currently you can go back to 2019, 2020. Next year it will be 2020, 2021, etc. and so on and so on. So if you've got older gaps way back, it's too late, unfortunately, but you can still fill the more recent years, and it's definitely worth doing in most circumstances. However, this isn't for everyone, so let's be honest. You should consider topping up if you have less than the 35 years of NI contributions to get the full state pension. You're under UK state pension age and want to secure more years, and you qualify to pay the class 2 rate as an expat, which is far cheaper than class 3. You shouldn't really bother buying extra years if you've already got 35 qualifying years, because paying extra is absolutely of no benefit whatsoever. Or if you're not eligible for class 2 and you need to pay class 3, it could be too costly for the limited benefit. And if you're decades away from retirement, you could expect major rule changes in the future. So if you're only in your 20s or 30s, it's not worth doing it yet. It's too premature. But for most people, within 10 to 15 years of pension age and short on contributions, it's one of the smartest moves that you can ever make. So to recap, check your national insurance record, identify any gaps, fill out form CF83, pay your back years, and enjoy a guaranteed inflation-linked boost to your pension for the rest of your life. And inflation-linked if you live in the UK or in a country with a reciprocating social security agreement. I've covered this in other videos. For me, it was a no-brainer. A one-time payment of under £5,000 will give me tens of thousands back, risk-free. And if you're an expat here in the Philippines or anywhere overseas, it's well worth checking your record today. I'm Andrew and this is Naked Expat. If you found this video useful, give it a thumbs up, share it with another expat, and subscribe for more straight talking content about expat life, money, and living abroad. It really does help my channel, so please like and subscribe. And if you'd like to support the channel further, you can now click the join button below this video to become a Naked Expat channel member. As a member, you'll get exclusive perks and benefits, including priority access and discounts on curated expat services like international estate planning, will writing, and offshore investing. Access to personal coaching and support for living abroad successfully from yours truly. Member badges that show your support right here on YouTube, and early invitations to our soon to launch weekly live stream where I'll answer your questions live and discuss real expat challenges and opportunities. So if you want to be part of a community of like-minded expats and get real value while helping the channel grow, Click join today and I'll see you on the inside. Until next time, enjoy.